Good morning, everybody. Today's Tuesday, and I'm going to Disneyland Paris today and tomorrow as well. I also wanted to say that I completely forgot to end the vlog basically yesterday, but that was because I suddenly had no connection to any network here, mobile provider. Here in France, like whatever I do when I'm in this hotel, nothing works, which is really annoying because my mom is a bit of a worrywart, and which is understandable. I mean, Paris has been pretty much the epicenter of terrorist attacks as of late, and yeah, I mean, I'm by myself, I'm alone. If something happens right now, I can't call anyone, even though my phone says that I have access to emergency numbers, but still. I don't feel quite safe myself right now because I literally can't contact anybody, which is really, that really sucks. So I do have my phone, and the only thing I can do is like take pictures and other stuff, but the thing it is actually meant for, calling someone and texting someone, I can't. Is it possible for a SIM card to completely die on you? Because if it did that, if I need a new SIM card, then I have a problem. And I really have a huge problem. I wouldn't be able to contact anybody whatsoever. Which sucks so much. Well, I do hope that if I am back in Belgium, but I'll see if hopefully, I'm gonna try again on the train to Disneyland, when I'm not underground, obviously, because the part of the train, well, I have to take 2 trains. I've got to take one line, like the blue line. I've got to take, which is line B, I believe. I've got to take B to the station of Châtelet-les-Halles, and then I have to take the A line, the red A line, to Marne-la-Vallée-Chessy. But yeah, enough rambling for me. I'm going to take you guys to Disneyland with me, so I'm kind of going to feel a little bit awkward filming in Disneyland, but oh well, I mean, I'm sort of a vlogger, so let's do this. Hello guys, we finally have arrived at Disneyland, currently in Main Street, USA, and I think, oh god, and I think I'm going to go straight away to Space Mountain, I think, because that's like my favorite attraction here. It is one of my favorite Tacomas though, even though it's a little bit rough, but that's the charm of a Tacoma, being banged about. And there is a Disney castle. So here's like basically all the information. 15 minutes of the Indiana Jones temple. Let's see. Hyperspace Mountain is 35 minutes wait time. It's pretty good. Disney Stars Parade at 17:30. Big Thunder Mountain. Ooh, that's already quite a long wait. I think I'm going to do the Indiana Jones Temple of Doom. Temple of Peril. First. It closes at almost 11. Wow. Okay. So that's an app. Well, actually, I'm going to go to Hyperspace Mountain first. Look at the castle! I'm so hyped to be here. right now in Discoveryland. Yeah, Discoveryland. It's not Tomorrowland, it's Discoveryland. So we have the Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast over there. We've got the Hyperion, and of course Space Mountain. That was a queue line for the Orbiton. And that's a queue line for Space Mountain right there. Let's see. Single riders. The single riders open today? I don't know. But it is a 35-minute wait, so kind of okay with that. So, yeah, that was something. With the new trains, the newest trains, that's closed. With the new trains and the newest trains, the ride was actually pretty smooth. You know, compared to what it previously was. The projections were really clear. Launch could have been a little better. It was a pretty slow launch. Then again, it's at an angle of 45 degrees. I think the maximum speed on this is like 75, maybe 80 kilometers an hour. I'm getting wet. But yeah, it was over pretty quick. Then again, I do know the layout of this thing, so I've done it before. So yeah, there is that. But yeah, I really do like this ride a lot. Long train. There they go. Into space. So I have absolutely no clue where to go next. Probably going to go into Fantasyland and do some dark rides there. No, I don't know. I sort of have to check the waiting times for like Indiana Jones. Because there's also a coaster that I really want to do, Big Thunder Mountain as well, but I've got to get a fast pass for that. I've got to see if I find some information on the waiting times. It's like the central hub right now, I'm just gonna cross into Adventureland. Big Thunder Mesa. That is supposedly the haunted house, but this is, well, refurbished. Being refurbished. So I can't go in that, and not quite happy with that, because I really wanted to do that one. I am a sucker for haunted houses. But I might just do that. Big Thunder Mountain is completely on an island here, which is really cool. Going to see what the queue lines are like, because I really want to do that, so... Oh look! They have a Brave puppet! Over there. That's so cool. Any information on how long the queue actually was? When I came into the park it was 45, but I don't know, maybe it has changed already. I don't quite know. So yeah, I know there's lots of cattle panning in here, but I'm just a single rider, but I don't have a single rider line, which is like a little stupid, but doesn't matter too much to me. I mean, for Space Mountain it's really great that it does have a single rider line, because it is my favorite ride, and I see people already queuing up there. So that's basically a portion where you cattle pan all the time. And I remember that I have been here for like, been standing here in line for over like 75 minutes or so, which is reasonably long for a Disneyland queue, but still long. people filming stuff. Ooh, Coco! Oh, that's so cute. Okay. And there's a fast pass queue over there. Should have gotten a fast pass. Well, next time I'm going to get a fast pass. Let's see. Okay, so apparently there is something technical wrong with Big Thunder Mountain, and we had to leave the attraction. I think for the people that are stuck on the mountain itself, that would be like Silveret's wet dream to get stuck on Thunder Mountain. So I'll probably tweet this video to him that yeah, Big Thunder Mountain got technical issues and people are probably stuck on the left hills. So yeah, that happened. We got a fast pass now, which we can use at any hour because of the technical problem. So when I know that the ride is back open, or let's see, yeah, once the ride is back open, I will go and ride it.
Vous l'avez fait le truc là? Ouais. Allez, aux toilettes après.
Léo, tu l'as fait ou pas?
Ouais. Tu les épaules.
Moi j'ai dans les
So I did the Indiana Jones ride. I'm going to see if the Thunder Mountain is back up and running again. So far I don't see any people queuing or so it's probably not open yet. So they're currently running test rides on Big Thunder Mountain, still closed. I'll come back later.
I'm gonna wait.
Probably have to ask a cast member if with my ticket. I have a ticket for the 2 parks for 2 days, but I don't know if it's like I can go now visit the other park and then come back to this one. I have to ask someone. I'm also quite hungry, so I might go and eat something somewhere, but I want to do that at this event.
It's a small world. For your safety, please remain seated with hands, arms, feet, and legs inside
So it's getting quite crowded. It's like around midday. It's a small world. Going to see if Big Thunder Mountain is back up and running again. So I can see if it's if I can do that. Can I go that way? So the ride is back up and running, so that's good. So
Ah oui, là c'est des deux.
And I've done practically all coasters here at Disneyland itself. I didn't do the powered coaster, which is like for real small kids, so I'm not going to do that. So the credits are absolutely neat. So after this, I'm probably going to eat. I'm going to go to the movie, to Walt Disney Studios park. Do that. So I still haven't eaten lunch yet. I'm going to go to the Studios Park, probably going to eat there first and then do some attractions. Not quite sure what I'm going to eat. I just want to eat something. If there's burgers or anything, I'll go with burgers probably. There we are, the Studios Park. Very excited to be here again. I'm going to do the Tower of Terror first, I think. Then lunch. And after that, I might do something else, but I'm not quite sure yet. There's not a lot of people in front of the turnstiles, that's also good. Okay, so there's a Hollywood Tower of Terror. I really want to do that fast, though. So, I am back at my hotel, have been for 2 hours by now. I did the Tower of Terror and it was amazing. It really was amazing. It was like, wow, just wow. It's an amazing free-fall ride. In the sense that it's like, the airtime on that thing is like amazing, like super amazing, and it is really fun to do. So I'm definitely doing that tomorrow again. I'm probably going to start tomorrow in the movie park with the tower, maybe, well, with the Tower of Terror, perhaps a crush coaster again, because I did like the crush coaster, as I did it today. And the rock and roller coaster, that's also a coaster that I really want to do again tomorrow. Perhaps twice. I'll probably do that twice, because it is a really fun coaster. Anyway, so after the Tower of Terror, I decided to go to the rock and roller coaster, and it is an LSM launched coaster by Vekoma. There are, how many of that model are there in the world? I know there's the one here in Disneyland, in Disney Hollywood Studios park here in Paris. Then the Disney's MGM Studios, well, it was called MGM Studios, is it also Hollywood Studios back in America, in Florida, in Disney World? There they also have that kind of model of coaster, and then there is the Express Platform 13 in Walibi, Holland, which was previously known as Superman the Ride. I looked it up, and the rock and roller coaster in the Walt Disney World Resort and the Walt Disney Studios, that's what it's called here, Walt Disney Studios, in the Disney Hollywood Studios is back in Florida. and the Express Platform 13 are all the same layout, but it is also an LSM launch coaster. But then there is Battlestar Galactica Humans vs. Cylon? I don't know, never really watched that. There's and Universal Studios, which is also apparently a LSM launched coaster by Vekoma. And it is probably... Let me see. Yeah, okay. It is a Vekoma one, but it uses the more but it uses the more recent track of Vekomas, not the ones that look like Aero track. Yeah, the aerodynamics, that track design. So yeah, there is that. After that what did I do? I was planning on eating, but the restaurant that I wanted to go eat closed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was 4 o'clock, so it was like, no, it's closed. I wanted to eat. So in the end I decided to just buy a shortbread, which had like a sugar coat on top with the shield of Captain America on it, because it is Summer of Heroes at Disneyland. These are at the Walt Disney Studios here in Paris. So there are definitely superhero themed snacks and foods, such as the Spider-Man burger. I will get to that burger later on, because that was the last thing I did. I managed to eat that burger with French fries and ice cream. So, after the Rock and Roller Coaster, I wanted to do the Crush Coaster. However, when I wanted to go there, the single rider line was for some reason closed. Even though there was a cast member there, but I don't think that she let people in. But the waiting time was 50 minutes, and the waiting time for, let's say, yeah, for the regular riders was like 75 minutes, so like an hour and a quarter, like an hour and a quarter. I started queuing at a regular one, but then I was like, nah, let's do other stuff first before I go back and do that. So in the end I went to RC Racer, which is, I think, an Intamin coaster, but I'm gonna look that up as well. And I call myself a coaster enthusiast. RC Racer. It is a half-pipe coaster, and it is manufactured by Intamin, as I already thought. Okay. It was a fun short ride. So it was a fun short ride, like going up and down. So it's like basically swinging Bounty, but then on rails, basically, and you get launched, even though it's not as fast. I don't know how fast it actually went, but let's see. Okay, according to Wikipedia, not the best source, I know. I'm tired. Its top speed is 80 kilometers an hour. Don't ask me what that is in miles an hour, because I'm no Yank. I don't use an imperial system when it comes to speed, length, and all that good stuff. So yeah, the RC Racer is definitely a really
nice coaster to do. So afterwards I went and did the Ratatouille attraction, which is a trackless ride and an indoor ride. It's a dark ride and it combines 3D elements as well as making the vehicles themselves move also to certain degrees. So yeah, it really, basically, in a way, it is kind of a mindfuck. So yeah, it's definitely a mindfuck to me. So Crush's Coaster is a spinning coaster by Mack, and it is a custom model, and it is a really fast-paced ride. For a ride that's aimed towards kids, it's a pretty fast ride. So Crush's Coaster, it's a pretty fast ride. Apparently its top speed, according to Wikipedia once again, is 60 kilometers an hour. The highest point is 15.5 meters. So not that high, but in the show building, and it's in the dark. But it is in a dark show building, and what I got to say about the ride itself is that it's pretty jerky when it comes to hitting the mid-course brake runs, which are block brake sections, and they really slow you down. And it's in a pretty jerky motion, so the deceleration is really big. It's like you're jerking constantly back and forth. Also, the same thing with when they go onto the lift hills. They get a boost by wheels. The cars get a boost by the wheels. However, that boost seems to be faster than the lift hill. Than the chain that's running on the lift hill itself, so it hits the anti-rollback system for just a sec before it gets picked up again by the chain itself, and yeah, that really makes a really jerky. It really is. It really is jerky, and it isn't a smooth transition. That could have been improved, because it is a spinning coaster and you're sitting like back to back. The person that is going backwards upwards the hill, like I was in my instance, I really was jerked about, and that was not a fun experience on those lift hills, on those two lift hills really. That was not fun. After that, what did I do then? After that I went and ate dinner, and my dinner consisted of a superhero themed menu, which was the Spider-Man web burger menu, and it had like regular it had fries. The burger itself was out of this world. The bun for starters was red. I wonder if how they colored that, because if it is really concentrated food coloring, then it might translate into when I go to the loo and take a dump. So I have to expect myself to have red poo. Probably. Do I have anything else to say? Oh yeah, I was, when I came in my room, I put open my window so it would be less hot in here. I wanted to keep them open over the night, however, France just secured their place in the final of the World Cup. Belgium lost against France. And I'm in Paris, the capital of France, and I went sort of crazy. And the fact that that this hotel is situated nearby quite a few hospitals, there are loads and loads of ambulances going about with sirens. Not fun. So if I want to have a peaceful night, albeit a warm one, like previous night, because I stayed up until 3 because I couldn't sleep because of the heat, I think I'm gonna throw open my windows anyways. But anyway, I'm going to stop the vlog right here before I forget it once again, and tomorrow I will take you back to Disneyland as well with me. Second day Disneyland and Walt Disney Studios. Good night, guys.